The Cape Pembroke Half Marathon kicked off to a flying start, with 40 competitors from Stanley and NPC raring to go at the start line outside the Narrows Bar and Restaurant. It was an early start for a lazy Sunday, with competitors including last year's winner Tim Ross starting the race at 9 a.m. The route saw runners head east from the Narrows Bar, up the steady but steep hill at Rowlands Rise and along the airport road out towards Cape Pembroke. The initial hill start separated the strong from the weak, with the pack dispersing and revealing the front runners along the airport road. The head of the pack saw Orkney-born Tim Ross go head-to-head with NPC's Ian Bailey and 2013 Stanley Marathon winner Andrew Van Keats. Although the weather was damp and dreary, the conditions were more than ideal for running.
The conditions were excellent. It was cool, right? It's just a little bit of a breeze, no hot sun, which is always really nice when you're going through the desert down there. That was good conditions, it really was.
If running wasn't your cup of tea, you could still have a chance of getting a medal, with the 8 competitors who chose to walk the 21.1 kilometre route. Ian Bailey barely put a foot wrong, stumbling through the finishing line in just 1 hour 16:12. Although last year's winner Tim Ross improved on his previous year's winning time of 1 hour 24:22, getting 1 hour 18:20 just wasn't enough to get the top spot. The challenging course took the runners over a range of terrain with a mix of on and off-road running, as well as having to tackle some unexpected obstacles. The rough gravel was difficult underfoot, however the lack of wind made the return journey slightly more straightforward. On the way out to Cape Pembroke, CRISPIN TAVARINGANA nipped at Brendan Lee's heels. Both runners were neck and neck for a while until Brendan Lee managed to open the gap as he passed round the lighthouse. South African-born Brendan Lee is no stranger to a half marathon, having completed over 20 of them.
I was kind of using it as a practice for the marathon to try and see where I'm at with my training and get a sort of idea of what sort of time to aim for the marathon. You always have these little battles when you're busy in a race, so it's all in good fun. So you just see someone ahead and you try and slowly break down the gap and then try and run next to them a little bit and see how it goes.
The first lady across the line was GWENDA CAVILL, and we found out how she got on.
I think it wasn't, so glad it wasn't yesterday when it was really windy. The off-road part on the way back from the lighthouse was a bit slippy and a bit sandy and a bit rocky, but it wasn't windy, so I'm not going to complain. I like running. This is the first time I've run a half marathon. I decided to do it when I knew I was coming here, so I have been running a bit further in anticipation. So I knew I could run the distance, but no, it was a bit of a challenge.
The effort was really starting to show as runners gave it their all, as they battled on past bypass before rejoining Ross Road East for the final leg into town and towards the finish line at Victory Green. All 40 runners and 8 walkers completed the challenging mixed terrain half marathon, with final results looking like this.
Well done, Tim. Well done, buddy.
Competitors who took part in this year's half marathon were lucky enough to receive the well sought after Cape Pembroke Half Marathon medal, embossed with the iconic Cape Pembroke lighthouse and the Falkland Islands, a newly revamped design by Zoran Zuvic. Congratulations to all who took part. Bring on next year's Cape Pembroke Half Marathon.